If your world hasn't changed, change yourself in your world. It sounds so simple, but it's one of the hardest things you'll ever do. But once you do it, it'll be one of the most liberating, most satisfying, sweetest things you can ever do for yourself. You might be currently living in a world where nothing feels alive anymore. Everything feels the same. The routine is monotonous. You wake up, move through life, eat, go to sleep, and repeat. Almost like the closest thing to being a robot is the way your life is right now. Your world feels dry, like a desert, and you've been crying and asking God for an oasis. You've been asking God, send me a well, I need something to drink water from because my life right now feels fruitless, dry, and in vain. I feel useless in life. What's the point of me being here? At this point, you feel like another number in the census, another number in the world's population. I've been there, and I think I have the answer for the person watching this who feels the same way. Sometimes God won't answer you by sending you a life jacket. And you might think that's harsh. God sees me struggling. Why can't he just change my circumstances so I can finally be okay? If you're seeing it that way, then you've lost the plot. What feels harsh is most often the most loving thing God can do for you. And you're watching this video right now because he wants you to know that. God is not distant. He's not ignoring you. He's watching you attentively. He's holding you steady. But he's not going to answer your prayers the way you want them answered. He stands like a parent watching their child learn how to ride a bike. At first, the parent's going to hold on to you. They're going to teach you. They're going to guide you. But there comes a point where the parent lets go. Not because the parent wants to see the child get hurt or because he enjoys seeing the child get hurt, but because the child has already been taught. They've already been given the lessons, the practice. They've built up the balance. Yet the child keeps saying, I can't ride my bike without the training wheels. The parent stands firm and he says, I won't hold you this time. I won't hold you this time because you don't need them anymore. You just don't realize it yet. And the child panics. So then at first he starts pedaling. He wobbles, he may fall a couple times, knees may get scraped a couple times, and starts throwing a tantrum. But then the panic settles. And in the stillness, you realize, I can actually do this. I had it in me all along. That's the point. God hasn't changed your situation because what he's after is you. Your outer world doesn't change until you change in it, until something shifts within you. A lot of people have this wrong misconception. They'll say, if my environment was different, I would be in a much better place. And sure, to some extent, the environment does play a part. I've seen people from firsthand experience say, the problem is I live here. I need to move. If only I lived in another state. Only I got out of this house. I'm not saying staying in a toxic environment is good. That's not the point of this video. But what I am saying is a lot of people, because of that belief, make the error in believing that it's the environment that has to change while they stay the same. And that's not the case. If you're going to change your environment, there is a part that we have to play in changing ourselves too. I say this because from firsthand experience, there is a person I love very much who is always saying, if only my environment was different. There are people who truly believe that if their environment changes, everything will finally be okay. If I move, I'll be happier. If I leave from this place, then this version of my life is gonna disappear. I know this because I've seen it up close. And maybe you've seen it too, where the person finally makes the move. And at first, it's a honeymoon phase. Everything is happy and dandy. But then after a while, the complaints come back. It's the same complaint, the same restlessness, the same emptiness that they've always felt, just now with a different background. Not because the place was wrong, but because the person never changed. You can relocate yourself. Pray for a different change in circumstances. But if you carry the same mindset and the same patterns, you didn't escape. You carried the baggage with you. And that's the plot that so many people miss and that I had to learn myself. We keep asking God to move us from a situation when God is asking us to mature. We want new soil, but we refuse to uproot the old habits. So God hasn't changed your situation because what he's truly after is you. Your outer world won't change until something shifts within you. God cannot change your circumstances if you still continue to baby an old mentality, an old mindset. The crucible you're currently in was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to shape you, to smelt your mind and refine your spirit. So instead of crying, God, please change my circumstances, cry, God, change me in these circumstances. Give me the ability to act, the strength and the courage to move in the way that you want me to. Because the moment you take accountability, the moment you step into your garden and start pulling out the weeds that are in your mind and in your spirit, the world around you cannot remain the same for long. You're different, you're new. And new people require new worlds. That's law. God bless.